Hello there, and this is part 5 of my Amazon sketchbook. As you see here, I have a total of 17 drawings to show you guys. At least 17 new drawings to show. And where I left off with a picture of a drawing of the angel from Falcon Force. And we're going to continue on with the sketchbook as well. In terms of how the sketchbook is laid out, I mean, it's 100 pages, so I should be able, let's say, yeah, it's 100 sheets. So I should be able to get more content for you guys for these kind of sketchbook tour videos. I also still have more pages in my Suclar sketchbook as well, but I'm probably gonna use that more of my comics. I'm probably still gonna make new comics in general, so probably leave that for that and leave this sketchbook, Amazon sketchbook, for all my one-off drawings. So enough rambling on, let's start. Here's Kaida the dragon lady from the Flyest Dragon, who became Drake's girlfriend and stuff. I guess I didn't really continue the story after that because it was supposedly one of my more one-off comics I just wanted to do. Yeah, I didn't know it would get that popular, honestly. And Kaida made one heck of an impression, at least the first impression. Yeah, people love her. Yeah. I guess if I went with the original draft of Flyest Dragon, I don't think it will be as liked as the newer version. I wish you do that for one of my comics, do like a more improved versions of older comics or older drafts at least. Yeah. It's kind of a cute drawing over here. Here's Colton, and Colton is Kaiju comic. Yeah, he's a co-part fighter from Brazil and stuff. You know, those kind of like breakdancing fighters and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of similar to Ed Gordo, honestly. I guess that was the inspiration, at least the fighting style, at least. Yeah, because Eddie Gordo has braids as like braids instead of like the flat or dreads instead of the flat top like Colton has. Yeah. But I was mostly inspired by the fighting style. The fighting style is very cool, honestly. Like that breakdancing fighting style. Yeah. It's called martial arts that way. Maybe I should maybe I should do a crossover with Karate Bugs? Nah. It's Karate Bugs is more of an animation than a comic, so never mind. But I did do animations of Colton back then, but it was usually like one-off animations and drawings and stuff, so yeah. Here's it's Manatar. Is Manatar? Is it pronounced Manatar or Manatar? I think it's called Manatar. Yeah, it's Manatar man right here. It's kind of a bull or cow man character. Yeah, I think he's also. I think he also tried to axe out Betsy one time. Betsy, the cow lady character. I think he tried to axe her out one time. A little backstory on these characters a little bit. Here's God, Ryan. Yeah, that's what his name is. Yeah, it's kind of hard to remember some of my characters' names because I got so many characters. Honestly, yeah, it's kind of hard to keep track of every single character, especially if I haven't made a story of that character yet. I usually remember the names of characters of based on my actual comics. Let's see, like Warwolf, for example. I have Colton, there's Jack, Mary, Luna, Jeff, Dr. Jeff, Dracula, and all the characters. Yeah. I don't have a name for every single character in my comics in general, because they're supposed to be like lesser known characters, or at least not as important as the main cast, so yeah. Maybe I'll make an appearance of this character in Werewolf one of these days. Because he's a dragon, he matches well with the kind of style that comic is. This is their mythical creatures in general. Here's a dinosaur kaiju I like to draw as well. He's got a smile this time because he's usually serious most of the time. He's kind of like a fierce dinosaur character. He's very territorial too. Imagine his home and stuff. He tries to attack people. He goes out on his territory. Yeah. He also has at least a harem of females that follow him in his territory that he tries to protect from the other rival males. Yeah. Kind of like I guess that's most animals in general, at least the plain ones or herbivores in general and stuff. I guess lizards do that too, or I guess animals in general always do that. Yeah, most animals. Oh, this character right here. A little spoiler for you guys. This is a character that's going to appear in Scrappy Discovery 4. Yeah, it's kind of like a bounty hunter lady character. I'm not gonna introduce her name yet because I do have a name for her, but I'm not gonna introduce to her yet until I eventually get Scrappy Discovery 4 out, at least. Yeah. If you guys are interested in my comics, you can check out my DeviantArt and Newgrounds accounts. In the link on my channel and stuff. Yeah, you can check that out. Because I usually have the comics before I have the comics out on Newgrounds and DeviantArt before I upload them to YouTube. I just did. Here's Delta, and for playing the character, like the jaw as well. Kind of a cute pose of her and stuff. She's just happy in general. It's a very happy, cheerful girl character, or at least in general. Here's a wolf drawing. This is another wolf character. Kind of like Kenju, honestly. I guess if Kenju was more animal-like, that's what we look like. It's kind of a wolf character. Here's a crab character. I like to draw, who's also trying to attract the mates as well, because he's trying to grow out his claw, so he's able to attract the ladies, because the ladies like the huge claws and stuff. In terms of actual crabs, yeah, that's actually a thing with real life crabs. Yeah, because the males usually have giant claws in order to like attract the females and like fight in general. Yeah. The problem with these giant claws is that they usually, since they're so large, they usually can't like feed themselves properly. So the whole purpose is to attract mates and stuff. So to attract as much females as possible, and then if the claw is too huge, then the male can't eat at all. So he has to like his life goal is just to attract a mate and stuff. So to preserve the species in general. Yeah. Here's Luna, the vampire bat lady character from Werewolf 2. She's like the daughter of Dracula, who Kenju's trying to defeat and stuff. I guess I also revealed that she has a crush on Kenju as well. Yeah. I know Kenju's trying to stop Dracula and try to get his revenge against them, but Luna's trying to prevent like a barrier between Dracula and Kenju to fight each other. Yeah. I mean, I guess the best thing she can do is probably I guess you say help out Kenju at least, because she's pretty much next to the throne constantly. She becomes the vampire queen. At least Dracula retires and stuff, stops being king. Yeah, she becomes the vampire queen. She's able to help up Kenju and stuff. Yeah. Will Kenju and Luna be in a relationship? Well, stay tuned to stay tuned to New Werewolf. You guys are just staying ads. Here's Abby from Karate Bugs, who's like doing like a flying stance, because she's kind of more powered, honestly, because she's able to fly and stuff. Her and Bree are able to fly and they're able to take down ground enemies that way. They're pretty powerful too. Yeah, power of flight, because she's a bee, honeybee. Oh, here's like a new kaiju character I wanted to draw. Yeah, I just invented a new kaiju character out of nowhere. It's kind of like a lizard kaiju character. Yeah, that's how I'll call him now, the lizard kaiju. I can go back. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's see. We have the dinosaur kaiju, and now we have the lizard kaiju. Yeah. I guess I don't have a character called the lizard kaiju yet until now, honestly. Probably, I have a lot of kaiju characters in general, and a lot of dinosaurs. So I just love drawing dinosaurs in general, like creatures in general. Yeah, lizard kaiju. Oh, here's the Pegasus character I drew the other day. How to draw a Pegasus character? Yeah, I drew this the other day because I technically use this sketchbook in order to like do how to draw videos as well. And if I want to do like bigger drawings, I'll just use the two color sketchbook instead. But for like simple doodles and stuff, I don't use this sketchbook for. Yeah. Speaking of the flyest dragon, here he is, Drake the dragon, and looking cool and stuff. He's trying to look cool in front of the. I guess he's trying to impress. I guess he already impressed Kaida already, so because Kaida's already dating him. I guess he's trying to look cooler in front of the other dragons. Check out my cool girlfriend, Kaida. Here's a wyvern drawing that I did. Wyvern jockey drawing I did. This is a more friendlier version of the character, honestly. Yeah, because I usually draw the wyvern characters fierce and fierce dragon characters. But this one's kind of more friendlier than the other ones. Cause kind of cute too, honestly. Wyvern dragon. Here's the elf lady character. I had to draw. I guess I've got a little spot right here. Let me see my pencil. Let's see. I think I've got a little spot right here. Yeah, that's better. Wait, do a little erasing. Okay, that's better. Yeah, there's an elf lady character. I mean, I guess she won't be too out of place in a werewolf. Honestly, since she's an elf, werewolf is mostly evil creatures in general. So she probably won't stick out like a sore front, like a sore thumb if I include her in werewolf. Maybe I include her in the future, honestly. So I need to include more of these like one-off characters in my comics in general. But the problem is I usually don't draw comics. I usually don't draw comics like a lot lately. Well, I haven't. Well, it usually takes time in order to finish the comic in general. At least a draft of it. Yeah, I'm saying in general too much. Yeah, it takes it takes kind of long to finish the comic. So I'll probably just use the comic in my sketchbook. At the same time, I'll do drawings in my at least the normal doodles in my normal sketchbook because I usually draw every day. Honestly, yeah. I mean, it's not because I want to improve my. Well, I do want to improve my art, but I usually draw every day because I want to draw every day. Kind of like a cool hobby that way. Yeah, drawing every day doesn't necessarily improve your art, honestly. I mean, learning like I think live, at least I guess live drawings improve your art better. If you want to do perspective art that way, that'll improve your drawing more than just drawing every single day. Honestly, I purposely do draw every single day because I just want to. Yeah, it's pretty cool that way. There's a penguin character, actually colored. Got a cute penguin character. Yeah, I actually shaded this and colored this time. Because I usually don't do colored drawings that much, but I colored it this time, honestly. Yeah, because usually, the other reason why I don't do colored drawings as much is because they can leave debris on the other page, honestly. I'm saying honestly too much too. Dang it. Man. Yeah, they leave, usually where I shade, they usually leave like a debris on the other page. Like, for example, like you see the small debris right here? Yeah. From the other drawing that way. Yeah. Where I do a lot of shading and stuff. That's usually why I don't do color drawings that much. And I guess that's it. That's 17 drawings. Yeah, as of my Amazon sketchbook, at least part 5 at least. And I don't know what's going on. In terms of update for my channel, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, honestly. YouTube's implementing all these new rules I don't understand. Like, when you need an ID in order to, like, verify what your age is, and you have to use ID for almost everything on the internet now. Yes, pretty much nonsense like that. If it gets to a point that YouTube is, like, suppressing my channel because because I haven't used my ID to verify my age, I probably just stop uploading videos. At least when they get rid of this AI, at least, because they're using AI to identify your age for your what videos you watch. It's pretty weird. Yeah, I don't want to put personal ID out in the public, especially since Google's prone to data breaches too. So yeah, I guess because people try to hack into Google, because Google is one of the biggest companies ever. So of course, like criminals, like cyber criminals, are able to hack into Google. Yeah, enough rambling on. In terms of my channel, I'm probably just gonna stop uploading at least until this new policy at least to take it down at least, because can't use AI for everything, honestly. Yeah, and this is what AI has been used for, like for everything now, which I don't like. Yeah. So if you guys want to check out my stuff, if I can't upload YouTube videos anymore, I'm probably just going to keep uploading to Newgrounds and DeviantArt. You guys check out my art that way, or at least my videos. Yeah. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and that's it. Hello everyone, and this is part 6 of my Amazon Sketchbook. And as usual, I have a total of 15 drawings to show you guys. And for those of you, you're probably not wondering this, but for those, well, if you are wondering this, you guys are probably wondering why I separate these into so many parts. I think it's probably because it's easier to do compilations with. Yeah, if I separate the parts into like multiple parts, it's easier to combine the videos together into one video, so I don't have to like do a whole sketchbook tour, like a total of 100 drawings in like one setting, because that's too much, honestly. I know I'm just probably just talking about the drawings. I'm not actually making any drawings. I'm doing these sketchbook tours, but yeah, these sketchbooks are 100 sheets, and these is a total of 100 drawings for each page. So it's kind of like stressful when it's like when I'm just constantly skimming over all these drawings and stuff. I did do that one time when I did the sketchbook tour of like the Amazon, my Arctica sketchbook, I think. No, it wasn't the Arctica one. It's one of my smaller sketchbooks, I think. I forgot what his name was called. I maybe look at my place again, but I did do a retour of a sketchbook that I did a while back. Yeah. And that was a bit much, honestly. So I'm probably just going to separate the parts into their own videos and then combine them into like a compilation. Because each did. So let's start. Here I left off with the elf lady and penguin drawings. And there was a cute elf lady character and like a cute penguin character. So let's start with the looking page. Yep, here's the axolotl waitress lady from the Cat Badger Bunny Dog comic. Yeah, she's kind of like a yeah, she's technically a waitress, or like she's technically a waitress. Well, she is at the I guess you can call it a waitress. The people will make your orders, I guess. I'm not sure, but yeah, she's kind of like a good job stuff. Here's Cat Badger. Speaking of the character, he's kind of like a police officer. This is way different than how you originally imagined him. I did change up his design and like his design presentation from like the animation to the comic and stuff. Because with the animation, he's just a normal like cat creature. When the comic, he's more like an anthropomorphic like police officer Catman character. He's also can transform into a werewolf, or like a werecat or something. Yeah. I guess he already looks like a werewolf already. But since he's a cat, you can just call him like a werecat or something. I guess he's more like a security guard than a police officer. Here's Betsy, the cow lady character. I get the draw as well. I did want to include her in more of my stories, but I technically already included her in Stone Ninja, the animation pod that I did. Yeah, she made like a small cameo on that one. Because like the rat people were robbing her of her milk and stuff because she has a milk farm and they were robbing her of her milk and stuff, and so the Stone Ninja has to save her. Yeah, this cow lady character. Here's another character from my comics, Linda from Culta and Kaiju, the Dragon Lady. And yeah, just like most of my other comics, they didn't the Culta and Kaiju comic didn't see that much love on YouTube either. I guess people usually don't have the attention span to watch a comic YouTube video. At least not anymore. Yeah, the cow like a Linda, the Dragon Lady character. Also, the turtle guy has a crush on her too. Pretty funny. Here's the Bear Lady from Pocket Force 3. Love her. It's comic. She's seen making out with the cat man. Yeah. She also tried to like assist in like helping Harpy trying to like steal talent away from Angel because she got Harpy in a headlock and Harpy headbutted her in the face and like charged like Harpy and stuff. Yeah. Here's a drawing of Spider, the Spider drawing that I did earlier ago. Well, not earlier ago, like I did a drawing video of this character, the Spider character. Yeah, and that video got I think it's probably my least viewed video on my channel, like the spider drawing. I guess people don't like spiders in general, especially the tarantula variants. But I thought people at least like it because I designed it a little bit, like change up the design more to make it more like stylized, like kind of like tarantula is with Pokemon. You know that stylized kind of animals or monsters. Yeah, that people will, at least probably will have at least got. I probably expect at least to get like 30 views at least, but it only got like 3 in the past like a week. Yeah, I drive videos usually do better than that, but this one, yeah, kind of flopped a little bit. Here's Bunny Dog from Bunny Dog and Cat Badger, or Cat Badger Bunny Dog comic they did. Yeah, turns out that she's actually she's actually a queen of the canine kingdom. Like she's like a ruler of all the dogs and stuff. Yeah, I guess she's called Bunny Dog because of her long ears. She kind of looks like a rabbit, but at the same time, she's actually just a dog who looks like a rabbit. And no, it's not like a rabbit who a dog who came up together and mated and created her. No, it's pretty much just a dog that looks like a bunny. That's why I call her Bunny Dog. Yeah, it's a Bunny Dog character. Here's some Goomba people. Super Mario. I guess I came up with my own. I guess you could say these are Paper Mario OCs because I love Paper Mario. Yeah, these are fan art of like some Goomba characters I came up with, like this Parrot Goomba guy character with a backwards cap who falls in love with this Goomba lady who's also Parrot Goomba. She's also kind of like a Spike like Parrot Goomba as well. It's kind of like an anthropomorphic like Goomba lady character, and here's like a genius professor, college professor Goomba character. He's also in love with her, and she had to give her flowers. And she's just basking all the glory of all these like all these Goombas falling in love with her. It's kind of like how Super Mario Odyssey when you stack all the Goombas into one pile, or you stack up the one Goombas. When you stack up all the Goombas into one tower, like a Goomba tower, and you try to press Goombats, and she's like, and she likes I wouldn't say I don't know. It's probably inappropriate, but was over excited over seeing all the Goombas in that tower, and she gives you the star and stuff. Kind of like that. Here's Luna the Vampire Bat. Kind of like a feathery dress in a little bit. I guess you say this is more like a caveman cloth, like you see like a cave woman would probably have. This is probably more like a feathery cloth and stuff, since she's a bat and stuff. Bats usually don't have feathers, but I guess you say since they're flying creatures, they also yeah. I just wanted to dress up. I just wanted to do a new design for her for Luna the Vampire Bats. Yeah, I thought it would be kind of cute for her to have more like a stylized dress. So I decided to go with something that looks more like feathery or leathery. Yeah, I probably just wanted her with new clothes. I do draw Luna the Vampire Bat with new clothes sometimes. Yeah, Luna the Vampire Bats. Here's Hugo from Cat Island Adventures. It's a cowboy character. Yeah. I guess you say, I do really enjoy making those Cat Island Adventure comics, honestly. I think this is my first time I started doing like slice of life comics instead of like the usual action based comics that I usually do. I guess stuff like Werewolf and Scrap and Discovery are more like action based comics. You have characters like fighting and action, explosions and stuff. Well, Cat Island Adventures is more like a slice of life kind of comic. I really have fun making those. It's definitely the more normal comics I make compared to most of my other comics. I guess you can say that Cat Badger and Bunny Dog is technically a slice of life comic, but even that one has like surprise moments too. While Cat Island Adventures is more like laid back, honestly. Except for Kyle Adventures 2, that was kind of crazy. The kart racer parody. Here's a landscape drawing because I usually love making these landscape drawings as well of a volcano mountain in this background landscape. It's kind of like a place that you see in like Hawaii, aside from the river. There's a river right here, some trees in the background, a house right here. I guess it kind of doesn't really make sense for someone to build a house near a volcano. I guess you can say that the volcano is all the way in the back. But let's say the volcano erupts and the ash from the volcano comes over to the house. It's not good for not good for a person's lung who lives in the house. Yeah, there's also a house right here on the mountain top, on a small mountain. Yeah. I guess you say that is volcanic for those of you who live in Hawaii, is the volcanic ash really a problem over down here? Because I assume people live near the volcano too. Like they have houses that are like close to the volcano. Because there's a lot of volcanoes in Hawaii, in Galapagos, and some places like that. I was wondering, are the volcanoes really that much of a problem? Because they're like active volcanoes, and like if the ash is like toxic or something, I'm not sure. Sometimes the ash can be used to like create stuff like people create vases and like pottery with volcanic ash. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's also like a street here, like a gate in a street with a car. Yeah, some trees and stuff, and the sun in the background. Yeah, landscape drawing. Here's some Fucking Force characters: Hopper, Talon, and James. Yeah, Fucking Force. Yeah, I guess you can say they're technically flying. Nah, I'm not counting that. I was about to say that these take place in the same area, but it technically doesn't. Yeah, I might have to draw these characters like smaller, or at least draw like them at an angle. Yeah, compared to the landscape drawing. Yeah, Fucking Force characters. Here's like a sad like cat lady character. I guess this is supposed to be Richie's supposed to be Carrie from Kyle Elementary as well, but it's kind of teach her to be more mature. Like I guess you say Carrie's more like an adult, but she's supposed to be like a young character. Yeah, I'm not sure. So I do have like drawings of Carrie, so I guess you could say this is Carrie but different clothes. Yeah. Carrie the cat lady from Kyle Adventures. Here's a mermaid lady character. Kind of like a cute mermaid lady, just relaxing at the dock after swimming for a while. She also likes pulling pranks on the fisherman too. She's like teases them where it looks, and then she steals their fish and stuff, their loot and stuff. And here's a workman, it's like his hammer and stuff, construction worker, like orc character. Yeah, I want to draw more mythical creatures as well, but I technically already have enough mythical creature characters because I still have that goblin lady and plus characters from Werewolf as well. Yeah, maybe I'll include him in Werewolf one of these days. Because I want to include more characters I like to doodle a lot. Okay, these are basically just doodle drawings that I usually make. These are just one-off doodle drawings. I do sometimes do videos of these drawings, but yeah, I mean, yeah, sometimes well, I do like doing like drawing videos of some of these drawings, but I think it's more fun when I'm actually like doodling them as well. Yeah, and plus, I usually don't do. I usually don't make more than one drawing in my drawing videos because I want that specific drawing in that drawing video to stand out more. Yeah. Yeah, for example, this spider drawing that I did a video of. I wanted the drawing to stick out compared to the other drawings I made in here. So when I eventually made a sketchbook tour video, people may recognize the drawing and maybe want to click on the video how I did the drawing. Yeah, that's probably what it is. So that's been part 6 of my sketchbook tour video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and that's it. Hello everyone, and this is part 7 of my Amazon sketchbook tour. As you can see here, I have some new drawings for you guys. Instead of the usual 15, I have 18 drawings this time. I'm also included more drawings on each page for those 18 drawings as well. So expect like multiple characters on like one page and stuff. Of course, you're gonna have like you have a single page with one character like this one, like Feed the Squirrel here, but you're also seeing more characters on at least one page at least. So I guess we can start here. This is Feed the Squirrel in a cute pose. Feed the Squirrel. Maybe I will include her in an animation one day. Also, if you guys didn't notice, I got my wisdom tooth removed, so if that sound a little weird, that's probably why. Yeah. Speaking of squirrel in a cute pose, this is being goofy as well. I did. Maybe I should make an animation of her one day, like an animated short, or at least. Yeah. I can at least do that for her, because I mean, aside from that one comic that I did before, I did Figure the Squirrel that I didn't finish, I didn't really include Figure the Squirrel in any of my stories yet, which I kind of want to do eventually. Because I draw her all the time, and I haven't really included her in a story yet. This is the next page. Here's Kenji the Wolf from Werewolf, who's the werewolf. Yeah, he's going for like a punching pose. It looks like he's kind of doing the dash from from Mega Man X. When X dashes and stuff. Look, he's doing that, but like a punching animation or a punching drawing at least. Very cool character. He's technically a cyborg now. Maybe I will. I did want to give him more abilities, cyborg abilities, besides just firing lasers. Maybe I'll give him like. Yeah, let's keep it like it is. Let's have the robotic arm and have him fight like that. I don't want him to have him lose more limbs. That'll be crazy. I mean, him losing his wife in the third comic is already bad enough. So yeah, werewolf. Here's some. Speaking of characters, Cat Island Adventure characters, Carrie and Tiger from Cat Island Adventures. Yeah, 2 characters. It's the same two tiger character. Yeah, and Carrie. Her name was originally Candy, but I changed it to Carrie because Candy doesn't sound right, especially for a character that looks like this. She's supposed to be like a younger cat girl character, and calling her Candy is just weird. Yeah, it's kind of not appropriate for that kind of character. So her name's Carrie now. Here's Electra and the I guess I say the ground kaiju that I did the animation of as well. I did a flipbook animation of this character. Yeah, a while back. I think it's called the growing kaiju, but then again, this doesn't make any sense because kaijus are kind of already large. I guess they're not considered kaijus if they're like. I guess they're only considered kaijus when they're actually large creatures and stuff. But this one, ground dinosaur character is small, so it doesn't really make any sense. I mean, he does grow in the comic, but he doesn't grow like to like monstrous size. Like, yeah, at least not kaiju size. So I might as well just call him the ground dinosaur, or at least the digging dinosaur, or Dig Dino. It's pretty funny, Dig Dino. No, that's his name now, Dig Dino. And here's Electra, like the dragon character I had to draw as well. Here's an eagle character I had to draw. He's one of the captains of like the Eagle Squad. The patrol team that Talon works for in Fucking Force. Yeah, he works for him because he's the captain of that league of not league the patrol officers, sky patrol officers that work that protect the skies from like speed flyers and stuff. Yeah, it's like Talon works for him. And I haven't really. I did Fucking Force 3 as well, the Love Hurts comic, and maybe I'll go back to having like Talon do some actual patrolling, sky patrolling and stuff again. Because I did feature him in Werewolf as well as like an officer that's gonna help out Kenju and stuff. I didn't include him in any like I haven't really included him doing any more like actual patrolling the sky and stuff aside from like a second comic. So I probably would do that more. Maybe in Fucking Force 4, maybe. If I get the encouragement to work on that comic. Yeah, I get the ideas of get that comic and stuff. Here's some robot characters. Here's a drone robot. I guess you say this is the another robot character that I had to draw as well. I did include him in animation too. I did like a robot cartoon of him. Yeah, eating a burger and stuff. And I include this character as well. I like drawing this character too. This robot character. All of different distinct designs as well. I think include these in Scrappy Discovery 5, I think. Because I currently have the fifth comic finished, Scrappy Discovery 5. I haven't gotten around to actually like doing the actual digital version of that comic and stuff. Maybe I'll do like a comic redo of that comic one of these days. Maybe I'll just do a normal redo of it through my sketchbook instead of like the actual digital version. Because the digital version might take a long time to make and stuff. I might think about that because people usually don't like my actual. People usually don't watch my comic redos of the sketchbook comics. At least the comics in the sketchbooks, at least. Here's a combat robot from Scrappy Discovery, I think 3. Yeah, he worked for one of those robot inventor. Yeah. Yeah, he turned on the robot inventor because he's being evil and stuff. Yeah. I think it was because the robot inventor didn't take kindly to Joshua's criticism of his robots, so he tried to have him like arrested. No, not arrested, like captured, and and of course he turned on him. He turned on the inventor because Ken was using those on his critics and stuff, and he turned on him that way. Also, RR2 also played a very vital role in that episode of the Scrap Discovery 3 as well. fighting back and stuff because he technically has CR Force weapons. Yeah. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, maybe the comic is called Copy Discovery 3. With you guys check out my comics playlist if you guys are interested in what I'm talking about. You might see this character in Copy Discovery 3, I think. Yeah, it's Copy Discovery 3, I think, yeah. Here's Rex and Merlin. Rex, the land dragon, and Merlin, the fairy dragon. I also did animation of these two characters as well. Very funny short animation. People usually like my color animations more than the non ones. I mean, the only reason why I don't color all my animations is because sometimes I'm only in a mood to animate only, you know, and doing color animations just might take longer to make than actual like non-colored ones. Especially since if I'm just in the mood just to animate only, I'm probably just gonna just do a normal animation and that's it. But if I go and do a color animation, it might take more effort to make, and I might want to top off and more. Yeah, because I don't want to put too much effort into like an animation and this doesn't get any views on YouTube. Yeah, I know views are not everything on YouTube, but I at least want to like. At least it encourages me to make more animations when the videos actually do well on YouTube. Yeah. I want to be able to make more animations with the dragons as well, maybe in the future. Maybe I'll do a single animation with Merlin instead. Yeah, or maybe I'll do an animation of Electra. Electra or Drake. Those characters. Because I have a lot of dragon characters. The dragons of different kinds and stuff. Here's Chopper, the Afro helicopter guy that I did an animation of the other day. Yeah. Chopper is an Afro helicopter guy. If you guys are interested, maybe I'll post a link in the description. If you guys want to see the animation I did this character. It's pretty much just an animation of him flying and stuff. Very cute animation that way. Chopper, the Afro helicopter guy. Here are some mythical creature characters that I drew. Oh, yeah, that's the page. Oh no, I did. Yeah, here's some mythical creatures that I drew. Here's a Walportinger, kind of like a German mythical creature, kind of like a rabbit with wings and antlers. Yeah, Walportinger. And here is Jackalope from Werewolf. Jack, who's a Jackalope. And then this is just a normal like deer lady character with wings and stuff. I decided to just draw a deer lady with wings. Yeah. I included more characters in one page. Here's Luna the Vampire Bat with a cute dress. I have been started drawing her more clothes lately. I mean, she does stand out more when I draw her different clothes. Yeah. Yeah, people usually like that DeviantArt when I draw her different clothing and stuff. I mean, in normal Werewolf, in the comics itself, Werewolf, I'll probably just draw her normal like pants that she usually wears. But for these one-off drawings, I'm probably gonna draw her in like different outfits and stuff, at least. So her design will stand out more. Maybe I'll do the same with Figgy as well. Here's Delta, the airplane lady. Well, you can go back. Let me see. Go back a little bit. You have Chopper, the Afro helicopter guy, and then you have Delta, the Afro plane lady. Yeah, airplane. Afro airplane. I also did animation of her as well. You guys should leave a link to all my animations I did of these characters in the description? Probably. Maybe I'll think about that. But other than that, there's Delta, the Afro plane lady character. Kind of cute Afro airplane. Here are some sea animals. Here's a leafy sea dragon character. I really like how this turned out, honestly, because I never drew like a. I looked up sea dragon on Google, and this is one of the first results and stuff. It was pretty cool. I didn't expect an animal like this to exist. I guess this is a kind of seahorse because this is technically a seahorse right here, but there's also different kind of variations of seahorses and sea dragons. So this is the leafy sea dragon. Kind of looks like a. I guess it disguises itself as like seaweed to avoid predators and stuff, which is kind of cool, honestly. And this one turned out really well compared to my. In terms of my realistic drawings, this one turned out really well. I really like how this turned out. And there's a seahorse staring at him. Yeah. Here's Kirby, the monster character that I drew. Maybe I'll consider him a kaiju as well. Maybe I should include him in the dinosaurs drawing video because I did do a drawing video of this character, like a digital drawing. Maybe I include him in the dinosaur drawing because he's technically is a dinosaur. Honestly, he's kind of like a dinosaur dragon kaiju character. You know, I love kaijus, by the way. Dinosaurs, kaijus, dragons, little creatures, they're fascinating. Here are some dog characters. The bulldog and a Dachshund. Yeah, from I think these characters are from I think I drew these characters once in I think this called Dog Pack, the cartoon pilot that I did. Yeah, this dog cartoon I did back then. It's one of my least viewed pilots on YouTube. I guess because the pilot was a little too normal. Because this is a cartoon about dogs and stuff. Kind of like a slice of life cartoon. I think this is my first time I dabbled into slice of life cartoons. Besides that Cat Badger Buddy Dog comic. Yeah. Here's a mouse lady. That she also appeared in I choose character also in Fuck Force 3. Yeah. I tried to include dab a little bit. Tongue twister a little bit. Yeah. I include her in my Fuck Force 3 comic because usually when I draw a character once, I try to include them more in my comics, at least do stories of them. Maybe one day I'll do an animation. I'll do at least a comic of Delta or Chopper, the info characters. Yeah, the air for helicopter and airplane. Maybe I'll do like a comic of them once these days, or a story at least. Here's a saber-toothed tiger. These saber-toothed tigers are kind of cool, honestly. They're the coolest animals ever. I also have a saber-toothed tiger character that I introduced in Werewolf as well. Kind of like a saber-toothed tiger, like karate master. Yeah, but this one's a normal saber-toothed tiger. And here is my final page. I guess you say this is concept art for my plant characters from Karate Bugs. Here's Mush and Leafy from Karate Bugs. And here are some other characters that I wanted to include eventually in Karate Bugs. I also included this character already as well, the main being the Venus Flytrap character that I introduced. I think it was Karate Bugs episode 6. Yeah. No, it was episode 6 or episode 7, I think. It's one of those later episodes, I know. Maybe I had to rewatch it again. But I know I include this character in one of my animations. In one of the Karate Bugs episodes. It has some other characters here. Oh, I almost forgot here. Here's a sunflower lady character, plant lady character. Here's a rose character, rose lady character. I want to include these characters in Karate Bugs eventually. Some concept art. Yeah, go into more of the hidden details of like the plant people who got their citizenship taken away by the centipedes and millipedes in Karate Bugs. Yeah. and how they're going to like revolt against the millipedes and centipedes. Yeah, kind of like do some cool lore stuff from Karate Bugs. People usually like that stuff on Newgrounds. And yeah, that's been 18 drawings. Yeah, that's been part 7 of my Amazon Sketchbook tour. Yeah, then again, I got my wisdom tooth taken out, so I did a lot of stuttering and a lot of yeah, a lot of stuttering, a lot of tongue twisters in this episode in this part because yeah, I got my wisdom tooth taken out, so yeah. I want to do more of these sketchbook tours. Maybe I'll do more drawing videos as well in this sketchbook. And maybe I'll do more of my Clash sketchbook because I got plenty of drawings in here too. Plenty of new stuff here. But I want to dedicate this Clash sketchbook to most of my comics. That's why I haven't been doing that much sketchbook tours of this sketchbook yet lately. Yeah. I mostly just use the sketchbook for doodling. Just basic doodles. Yeah, so I'm rambling on too much. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and that's it. Hello there, and this is part 8 of my Amazon sketchbook tour. As you can see here, I kind of made this. I kind of made this sketchbook tour longer since I actually have more drawings this time, and I have a total of 22 drawings instead of the usual 15 drawings. Yeah, I should definitely make more longer sketchbook tours at least, and try to do more drawings, so I can show you guys. And I really enjoy doing these sketchbook tours. I mean, they're usually not doing as much views as they usually do anymore, but I still want to be able to make them. It's really for fun, basically. Especially since if I don't have any drawing videos right away, I can just or any animations right away. I can just do like a sketchbook tour video. I basically draw every single day. That's why I'm able to get these out so quickly. So yeah. So let's start. We have an elf lady character. This is a cute elf lady character in a long dress and stuff. I have a combo name over her too. She looks kind of similar to the goblin lady a little bit. Let's see terms with the ears. It's probably just the ears. Yeah. Other than that, she's a very cute elf lady who I've been drawing for years, and I should really combo name for her. At least a story. At least like an animation. At least like an animated short of her. Yeah. Just going about a normal day and stuff, probably. Yeah. Kind of like I did with Figgy the Squirrel, because I did do a Figgy the Squirrel animation the other day, too. Yeah. And the IBS Paint shorts usually don't really do that much well on YouTube, it's probably because the IBS Paint animation feature is kind of new. It's newer than Flipbook Clip, so YouTube usually doesn't recognize that right away as compared to the Flipbook Clip ones. Yeah. Here's the Plain People. That's the last sketchbook tour. You know, these are Plain People from Karate Bugs. Honestly, maybe I'll include these characters. I include these girl characters too in Karate Bugs eventually. Because I already include Mush, Leafy, and this Piranha Plant monster in this like plant monster character in Karate Bugs already. So I'm probably gonna include these 2 girl characters as well. This Sunflower Lady and this Rose Lady. Yeah. There's flower people. They're plant people and stuff. Here's Betsy the cow lady. I guess you could say she's from. I guess the first time I drew her was from Stone Ninja, I think. Yeah, that's probably the first time I drew her. I'm not sure. Maybe I drew her and then I included her in the story in Stone Ninja because it's technically anthropomorphic animals. So maybe I drew her, come up with her first, and then I included her in Stone Ninja. Other than that, she's technically from Stone Ninja, my cartoon pod that I did. Yeah, that's kind of the only animation I featured her in. Yeah, it's pretty much like Betsy the cow from it's a cute cow lady with a adorable like jean skirt this time. Yeah. So basically, she already wears jean shorts. So might as well just come with a jean skirt as well. And here's a centaur. He's a centaur warrior man. She looks straight from Final. It look like he look like he came straight from Final Fantasy and stuff, or Harry Potter or some series like that. So those fantasy series, yeah, mostly Final Fantasy. Also, but he also could have been included. He also could have. Like he's also straight from Legend of Zelda too. Legend of Zelda series, but mostly Final Fantasy because Final Fantasy usually have those Greek mythology characters, and it's so yeah, Centaur. I guess Betty's considered a Minotaur. She's a humanoid cow lady, so it's a Minotaur, a female Minotaur, and a Centaur. Here's Alien from Scarper Discovery. This is my version of the Alien stuff. You know, we have Alien Greys from the typical Alien from. I guess alien greys are technically the typical stereotypical aliens they usually have, but this is my version of the aliens. More, this is technically my version of an alien, kind of like more like frog-like. It's like long limbs and stuff. He has like long fingers and long toes, kind of like frog-like and stuff. He also had this pattern on his head. I guess that's supposed to be his hair. I mean, that's that's his hair. So it's an alien creature. I guess the inspiration was frogs and yeah, probably was frogs and lizards in general, and geckos. I just wanted to make an alien character, but I wanted to be more animal like or human like, or at least anthropomorphic too, below because he's technically standing on his hind legs. Yeah, and yeah, here's my temp at an anthro train lady. I guess I'm supposed to draw like an aeromorph, but it's supposed to be like a train instead of like an airplane. Yeah, at least I tried, honestly. This kind of look great. I mean, let me know if you guys like this, how this turned out and stuff. But this is supposed to be like an anthropomorphic train, like a train, but it's like a lady, like a train lady. Yeah, like a automotive or train. Yeah, like a subway train. Yeah. She's supposed to run really fast too, since she's a train too. Run pretty fast on the ground and stuff. I mean, Delta flies, but this one kind of runs fast because trains are usually really fast. When I think it was me and my dad was driving too far away to since we live in Florida, we tend to drive far away to other cities and stuff. And we tried to drive far away, and we like saw this train. We're on the highway, and we were driving really fast. We were driving like fast as usual, and his train speed just came speed quite fast, like past us. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. It's very cool, honestly. Trains are cool. So I try to come up with a train lady, Emerald train lady. Here's a Dragon Man. It's a normal dragon man. He's supposed to be like a lizard character who transforms into a dragon. Yeah, because he's the antagonist of Werewolf 3, I think, in the Flash Dragon. Yeah, it's the evil Dragon Man character. His lizard who drinks a potion and transforms into a dragon. It's kind of cool, honestly. Maybe I'll make him appear in the future Werewolf, probably. Yeah. Maybe in the future, cool him in the comic. Because he took worse for Dracula and Werewolf, actually. I mean, I guess the only difference is that in the Fire Dragon, he was just chilling out and trying to find mates and stuff. So he tried to fight Drake and for Kaida's love and stuff. Yeah, he sees evil. Here's Eagle Knight from my Eagle Knight palette. So my superhero character, kind of like a cyborg, like superhero character, who accidentally crashed his jet, and instead of paying for his get treatment, the general like paid the doctor to transform into a cyborg, so he survived that way. He technically survived the accident, but he didn't want to like be transformed into a cyborg. So he turned the general tried to transform into the ultra weapon. It's pretty funny. Well, it's trying to transform into like its ability, trying to sue him or something like that. Maybe in the future, maybe it's a pilot right now, but maybe if there's more demand for Eagle Knights and it gets up more popular, maybe I'll be more episodes. But I'm too busy focusing on Crying Bugs as my main series in terms of how I do cartoons and stuff. Yeah. Man, my chair's making a lot of noises. My chair's getting old. Here's Jackalope from Werewolf, like a jackalope, like electric rabbit character. He uses antlers as like an electric rod to consume electricity and stuff. Yeah, uh, Jackalope. Um, in terms of my werewolf characters, he's almost like the strong. He's technically the strongest on the team in terms of the mythical alphas. He's technically the only one that has powers, essentially. I mean, I know Kenju's a cyborg now. He's able to like shoot lasers and like shoot use his arms as like he extend his robot arms so he can go for like a punch and stuff, punchable and stuff. But he has electric powers, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of potential to his character too. He did star in the episode War with the Mythical Alphas where he tried to get his grandpa back from Dracula too. Werewolf the Mythical Alphas comic. Yeah. I did a read through of Werewolf the Mythical Alphas. You guys should check it out in my playlist, my comics playlist. If you guys are interested in that. Yeah. Here's Abby from Karate Bugs. It's a B girl character. It's a former like B girl character. Yeah. She's kind of like the first few episodes of Karate Bugs Run, she's like the main character of the Karate Bugs technically, in terms of like the early episodes. Yeah, I mean eventually it became about like wars and like much is people being stolen by Dr. Senti and the Wildepedes because they got their citizenships taken away. Yeah, it eventually became about that. It's pretty funny. We're going to some lore stuff in Karate Bugs. I mean, I guess she stopped starring the episodes ever since Bree got healed from the sickness that she got from most people in general and stuff. Yeah. I mean, I am currently working on Karate Bugs episode 11. I got a few animations in, but I haven't really got far into the animation. I just started like a few days ago. Yeah. So hopefully I'm able to get that finished. Then again, I'm still working on Scrappy Discovery 4. So when I get that comic out, I'm probably going to finish Karate Bugs episode 11. Little like teaser for you guys. Here are some Mario enemies. I drew some Mario enemies: Chain Chomp, Boo, Ninja, Spiny, Poison Cheep Cheep. No, this is not Spine. This is like a horn buzzy beetle. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a buzzy beetle. A Podobo and I can't find this buzz again. Cheep Cheep, not Cheep Cheep. Blooper. Yeah, that's what it is. A Blooper. So I know a lot about Mario enemies because I play a lot of Super Mario in my meantime and stuff. Yeah, some Mario enemies. Here's Lone the Vampire Bats and a cute dress and stuff. I did want to include her wearing this when I became a werewolf comic. I just started different clothing and stuff. Because she's technically wearing the same like suit and stuff like she usually wears like for start of werewolf. I wanted to include her in different clothing this time. So in the next comic I do the werewolf, I'll probably include her in his dress and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Here's Hugo, the cat from Cat Island Adventures. He's a cat boy character. He's just chilling. He's kind of like the rebellious, he's kind of similar to Ben from Ben 10. It's kind of like the rebellious or Bart from The Simpsons. Kind of like the rebellious, like boy kid character. Yeah, he's kind of like that a little bit. Because the characters from Cat Island Adventures are supposed to be like younger characters. Because they're technically like cats and stuff and they're kittens and stuff. I mean, Cat Island Adventures was inspired by the Cat Islands in Japan. Because in Japan, there's these Cat Islands where this is like, as soon as you jump on, it's like a small island where as soon as you go on the island, you're like surrounded by cats just waiting for you to feed them. It's kind of like that. But this time, the cats are more anthropomorphic because they're technically mutated a little bit. Yeah. It's just a what-if scenario if if the nuclear weapons kind of like contaminated Cat Island Adventures. I mean, cat islands in Japan, and this was all of them for characters and stuff. Yeah. Here's an angel lady with this cute angel lady character. Yeah, it's just a heart stuff. It's just wearing stuff. Angel lady. I just wanted to draw like a cute girl character and stuff. Or a monster girl character. I guess are angels technically monster girls? Probably not. So I'm not sure. Yeah, but they're probably not monster girls and stuff. Here's a kaiju character. It's doing this funny like look on his face. It's kind of like a kaiju dinosaur character that I drew in Colton as kaiju. That's the comic I did of him. Yeah, because at the end of the comic, I featured this character who got transformed. I mean, this is technically a guy who got transformed into a kaiju. So he's trying to like in the next comic, he's trying to fight the turtle kaiju. The game back is like his human form and stuff. And I guess that's the lore of it. I mean, I wasn't planning on making another Cult and Kaiju comic, but if I do make a sequel, it'll probably be starring him. It'll probably have featured him, and it's yeah. Here's a wyvern character. There's a wyvern dragon character. I did do animation on the wyverns too, which also didn't really get that much views either. But I guess YouTube usually doesn't recommend the Ibis Paint animations. Is Ibis Paint feature too new? Because as soon as I got the updates, I can actually make animations on Ibis Paint. I jumped on it immediately. Started making animations on there. Stuff Flipperclip. Yeah, because Flipperclip is starting to paywall all the quality of life features, so I didn't want to animate on Flipperclip anymore. Yeah. There's too many ads on Flipperclip too, so I didn't like that either. I mean, I'm already sick of the ads on YouTube, but I don't want to be like sick of the ads on Flipperclip either. Yeah. Let me know in the comments if you guys watching, if you guys make your own animations, or if you guys follow any animators that use IBS Paint as a feature, as an animation app and stuff. Yeah. Other than that, wyverns are cool. Wyvern dragons, yeah. As we're on the little tangent a little bit. Here's a Pachycephalosaur. It's like a dinosaur who headbutts things. I mean, Cranidos was inspired by Pachycephalosaurs. Yeah. Cranidos is probably one of my favorite Pokemon too. I just wish he was more stronger than he usually was. Yeah, because when he evolves the Rampardos, he's like really strong. Like his attack stat is very high too. But he's so slow too, so he's not able to like, get hits off very quickly. I don't know why they didn't give Rampardos a rock head, since he's technically has a rock head. He headbutts things. Yeah. And this is the dinosaur that inspired Cranidos, Pachycephalosaurus. Yeah. Very cool dinosaurs. Here's an obscure character that I didn't draw in a while. This is Mindy the Dragon from the original Flightless Dragon comic. At least in terms of the original draft. Yeah, because I technically have two drafts of the Flightless Dragon. I have the draft of the old one, and then I have the draft of the new one, which I eventually made into a comic here on YouTube and even art and stuff in Newgrounds. Yeah, the comic that you see on those on these websites are the new draft, while the old draft is probably never got published. At least I never uploaded it. So yeah, see, she was originally the original Dragon Girl from the Flash Dragon comic, Mindy the Dragon. I think Alucard or Speedy mentioned her in Flash Dragon when I think it was Drake and Speedy mentioned her and stuff. Said, "How's Mindy's not like that?" And he said, "Like, well, if you ever asked her out," and he's like, "Oh, I never asked her out either." Yeah, Mindy the Dragon, that's her. She's a cute dragon lady character. She's just shy. She's just unlike other dragons. She's very shy and she's very wary of like other creatures and humans and stuff. She very much hides in secret and stuff. Yeah. It's a cute shy dragon lady character. Here's an owl. He said tried to make an owl character. You know, an owl drawing Okay, it's just not cute, cool owl drawing and stuff. Yeah, it's an owl character. Here's more fan art. This is Mega Man from the Mega Man series, Capcom and stuff. Yeah, Mega Man. I really like his games. I like both the classic games and the Mega Man X series too. I did try playing Mega Man Zero series too, but those games are really hard. They're harder than the usual Mega Man game stuff. So I just played the classic and Mega Man X series. I did play Mega Man Battle Network too when I was a kid, but I didn't understand the features of it too because it's more like an RPG kind of game. And in terms of Mega Man Legends, I never actually played that game either because it's more those games are more mostly on like consoles and stuff like the like main consoles like GameCube, PS2, which I don't have. Yeah, that's what the Mega Man Legends are usually on. But in terms of normal Mega Man games, I was able to play Mega Man. I was able to play the first Mega Man, Mega Man 2, and Mega Man 3 on the Virtual Console on my 3DS. Yeah, those were very fun games. Well, Mega Man 2 is my favorite in terms of classic Mega Man. And I also played Mega Man X on my. I think I beat Mega Man X on my. I think I had Abernac. Those emulator consoles that you can buy from Amazon and stuff. You can play virtual console games on the emulators and stuff. Yeah, plus Abernac and stuff. Yeah, that's why I played Mega Man X and beat it. But in terms of Mega Man games, I really love Mega Man games. Those are really fun too. Yeah, the Mega Buster. He's charged up for the Mega Buster. Yeah, and he destroys people with it. Here's Stone Ninja. No, here's Sally, the Stoat Ninja, and her son from Stoat Ninja and stuff. Yeah, Sneaky Sal is what I like to call her because she's a ninja and stuff secretly. Yeah, and this is her son. Yeah, this Sally, the Stoat Ninja and stuff. In terms of my pilots, this is probably my most viewed pilot in terms of my cartoon pilots on YouTube. You got my pilots than more than anything. Well, until I remade Karate Bugs, the first episode of Karate Bugs, because the first episode of Karate Bugs pilot that I remade the film clip got more views than Stone Ninja. Actually, yeah, people love Karate Bugs, so I'm probably going to work on Karate Bugs in the future. At least get an episode out next year, at the beginning of next year at least, or later on this year. At least when I finish the Scorpion's Career 4. That's when I start working on Karate Books episode 11 at least. But in terms of Stone Ninja, Stone Ninja is a very cool pilot I did. In terms of how I'm going to make episodes in the future, probably not. I'm probably just going to leave it as a pilot there. See if more people are interested in stuff, and then I'll probably type more episodes at least. Or at least a studio's interested in Stone Ninja. But other than that, it's not the most popular thing ever. But in terms of my pilots, in terms of my channel, it did very well. So that's a bright side. That's a good sign. Here's a Star-Nosed Bull. There's a cute Star-Nosed Bull character. He's just chilling and stuff. Yeah, he's really happy to see you guys. Yeah, he's a Star-Nosed Bull. I keep drawing bull characters too, because moles are very cool animals too. You dig in the ground and stuff. The Star-Nosed Bulls, like, I mean, more people will probably find it creepy, but if you see the entire creature itself, it's not really that creepy. If you see the entire creature, it's just funny looking creatures in general. Just moles in general, yeah. Really love moles. Also, Excadrill is very powerful Pokemon too. Spiral moles too. It's Excadrill. Inspired on moles and stuff. It's very cool Pokemon too, inspired by them. Excadrill. So that's been my that's been part 8, I think. I think it's part 8. Yeah, part 8 of my Amazon Sketchbook tour video. So probably more Sketchbook tours in the video, try to make them longer. Include more drawings at least for you guys. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and that's it. Also, leave it in the comments if you guys want to see longer sketchbook tours like this one. So that's it. Hello everyone, and this is part 9 of my Amazon sketchbook tour. Yeah, I'm probably still gonna keep doing these sketchbook tours because they're really fun to make, and these videos are I guess they're really simple videos to make, honestly, between my animations and stuff. Drawing videos are pretty fun to make too, but I also want them to do more sketchbook tours. Yeah, just show you off my drawings that I made so far. So let's not rambling around. Let's start. Where I last time. Well, last went off. So Stone Ninja with our son and this Stardust Mole. So I'll go. I think I have a total of 17 or 18 drawings. I have no, it's 17 drawings that I have. Yeah, I have a total of 17 drawings to show you guys these new drawings. So let's start. Here's Bunny Dog from Cat Badger Bunny Dog. He's a cute bunny lady character who's also the queen of the Canine Kingdom. Yeah. She's being really shy in this drawing here. I mean, she did make a heck of an impact in the comic because on other websites where I uploaded Cat Badger Bunny Dog is really doing very well on other websites like Defender and Newgrounds and stuff. So people really like that comic. And yeah. I mean, I guess people appreciate more of my one-off comics more than my long-going series, but I still want to make sequels eventually to Pocket Force and Werewolf eventually. But I'm probably going to be still making those one-off comics in the future. Maybe I'll make a comic of Delta, the Emerald Plane Lady, or the Aeromorph Lady. Yeah, yeah, a comic of everyone these days. So his Bunny Dog. Here's a River Dragon. Unlike the Sea Dragon, this River Dragon is able to walk on land because since he's a river, it's kind of like a crocodile kind of character. Or I go, yeah, since he goes in the river instead of goes on freshwater instead of the usual sea, he's able to walk on land and stuff. Kind of like a crocodile. Yeah. I don't think I have a name for this character yet because this is one of my newer characters. I mean, I did do a drawing video of the River Dragon once, but I didn't actually give him a name yet. And I really draw this character, so I mean, I only started drawing him recently more because I wanted to do more dragon art. So yeah, it's been River Dragon. Here's Wallbotinger, the German mythical creature who's like a bunny with antlers and saber teeth and wings and stuff. But this one's standing more upright. It's more cartoony than compared to the other Wallbotinger drawings I usually do. Yeah. I did do a flipbook animation of Wallbotinger, I think. I think it's called the Myth Rabbit flipbook. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. Yes, Wallbotinger. Here's Figgy the Squirrel. Another Figgy the Squirrel drawing. Yeah. I did draw a different drawing this time. I usually it looks more cuter in this drawing than with the other ones. And maybe it's because of our expression. It's just so happy and stuff. Yeah, speaking of squirrel. I mean, I guess her simple design is I want to draw her in different poses and all different angles at all the time because she's such a simple character to draw. That's what I meant. Yeah. I want to make more drawings of her too. Maybe different clothes this time. Because the usual shirt and skirt that she usually wears, I have so many drawings of that. So yeah, probably going to start drawing her in different clothes this time. Or at least next time. Yeah. Here's Rex, the land dragon. It's kind of like a kaiju dragon character. He kind of looks similar to Dinosaur Kaiju too. So Dinosaur Kaiju also has these kind of spines on his back too. But this one's more this one's the Rex is more four-legged compared to the Dinosaur Kaiju. Yeah. And I did an animation of Rex the Dragon too, along with Merlin, who I also drew this time as well. I'm going to show you guys in a few seconds here. Yeah. And yeah. And the inspiration for Rex was the the Asian dragon from the Asian dragons, but more shorter and more. And the body is not as long as most Asian dragons, because Asian dragons usually have antlers like this compared to European dragons. Yeah. Here's a live drawing of a crocodile or an alligator, more obviously, because the snout is different. Yeah, this is a live drawing of an alligator. I think I got the perspectives a little bit wrong with the tail here, because the tail's supposed to overlap like this a little bit more. But it looks pretty good anyway. Because the spines right here are supposed, I guess the alligator's spines on his back is supposed to overlap like this and then swim to the tail like that. But I think I drew it too close to his body a little bit. Other than that, it turned out pretty well, obviously. It turned out pretty good. It's been like the alligator life drawing. Here's Belle from Sketchbook 4. And yeah, I don't know what happened to the Sketchbook 4 comic, the YouTube video, because yeah, it's my least viewed video ever. I guess because I said to Premiere. I don't know. I don't know how Premiere videos work on YouTube, but I said it as Premiere on YouTube, and it's probably my least viewed video ever. At only 2 views in the past like 9 days. Yeah, and I introduced Belle in the Sketchbook 4 comic. Yeah, I mean, Sketchbook 4 is doing well on other websites like DeviantArt and Newgrounds, but other than that, it's not doing well on YouTube. At least the review video is. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that video. I'm probably gonna still keep it up just in case it gets views in the future, because who knows? Any video can just pop up in views in the algorithm on YouTube. Yeah, I honestly didn't expect that the flipbook tutorial that I did on how to make flipbooks, that exploded in views all of a sudden to 2,000 views all of a sudden. It's my most viewed video ever. I didn't expect that video. I still expect I at least expected the Karate Bugs compilation, the first one, to at least pull up 1,000 views first compared to my other videos. But yeah, all of a sudden more videos started to explode in views. Yeah, compared to the compilation of Karate Bugs. I'm still waiting for Karate Bugs to hit 1,000 views, by the way. Here's Merlin, by the way. He looks more dinosaur-like in his drawing. I guess because he's always been more dinosaur-like, but he's kind of like a fairy dragon. Just by his spiky antlers and his like fairy dragon character. Looks more like a Pokemon, honestly. I guess he will probably be a fairy dragon type if he was an actual Pokemon. Yep. There's Merlin. Here's a goblin character. Kind of like a goblin thief character. Yeah. Goblins are very interesting creatures in general because they're usually very short and very funny. I guess the Green Goblin's very funny in the Spider-Man movies, at least. I mean, I know in Spider-Man movies, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, Green Goblin's mostly crazy, but it's just so entertaining to watch him go insane and stuff. It's kind of like a one-of-a-kind character. Here's the spine kaiju dinosaur character that I drew. It's got like spines over his body, kind of like a pangolin. If you don't know who pangolins are kind of like the only like skilled, only mammal on the planet who has scales on his body. That's what it looks like. It looks like a pangolin. Pangolins kind of look like anteaters, but they're like, bodies full of scales instead of fur. Yeah. I guess they do eat plants just like anteaters do. I mean, I guess they're related too, I guess. I'm not sure. I have to look that up to see if anteaters or sloths or pangolins are related to each other. And I think I did change his design a little bit more. I added spines on his like chin too, because it's kind of like a beard. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Here's Carrie, the cat from Cat Adventures. It's a cute cat lady drawing. I mean, I guess I didn't. I guess she's supposed to be like a young lady or young character compared to most of my other female character drawings. Yeah, because I guess the cats from Cat Adventures are technically all adults, honestly, because they're cats. So the age difference is probably different. Yeah. So that's Kyle Adventures, Carrie. Here's another life drawing, and this one turned out really well, honestly. The Anteater drawing. Anteaters are really cool, honestly. Yeah. These are pretty much the closest thing we have to ground sloths in today's age. You know, the giant ground sloth? Yeah, since anteaters are related to sloths, it's kind of similar to sloths too. They're the same family. So since they're huge too, the giant anteater in South America, they're popular to take on jaguars. Honestly, so yeah, pretty much, they've been known to kill jaguars too. That's pretty tough. It's pretty strong too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, pretty much closest thing we have to ground sloths. Here's here's Angel, the Falcon from Pocket Wars, yawning and stuff. Yeah, she's trying to get her work. She's trying to get her work done for Thailand. She's technically an accountant, I think, or she does business jobs on her laptop. She's technically an accountant, I think. I did took accounting and business classes in college too, and it was kind of similar to that and stuff. So I decided to make her an accountant compared to the busier job that Thailand as a Sky Patrol Falcon, her husband. Yeah. She's trying to get her work done, but she keeps on yawning. That's when she get mad. Here's Dustin, the MMA fighter character that I like to draw as well. I did animation of him too, because I think years ago when I did animation of him fighting Colton, I think he lost fights, and then I drew another animation of him practicing, practicing, training obviously to this next fight and stuff. I ain't do Dustin in a while either, so yeah, it's kind of like a karate MMA fighter. Here's a bird warrior character that I just randomly drew because I was bored. Yeah, I just wanted to do like a warrior character. It kind of looks like a Lego Chima character. You guys remember Lego Chima? That Lego cartoon on Cartoon Network that used to be a thing? Yeah, I guess that was the inspiration for it. Because I have been watching Lego Chima recently on Pluto TV too for free for Pluto TV on the Lego channel and stuff. They have a lot of cool fashion channels on Pluto TV. Yeah, so I'm watching a lot of Lego Chima. So that's what this character looks like. It's not Lego, obviously. Here's Luna the Vampire Bat in her cute dress again. I was going to include her in this dress in the next Werewolf comic too, to make her more feminine and girly. Yeah. Maybe I'll make the dress longer, just in case she gets into any fights and stuff. Yeah. I mean, I haven't really come with a Werewolf comic in a while, honestly. Probably, I guess, because I already made the fifth comic, Werewolf from Milk Alphas. Yeah. Maybe I'll probably make a Fucking Force comic. I was planning on making a Fucking Force comic before I make a new Werewolf comic, because I wanted to get back more into Fucking Force. Yeah. Maybe next year I'll make a Werewolf comic. Here's Delta, the Air4 Play Lady, or Aeromorphs. I mean, I guess she is technically an Air4 Play Lady, but I guess Aeromorphs were more, or was the inspiration for her design and stuff, because I've been watching a lot of, I think I watched, it was a video on YouTube once about Air4 Play Ladies, and I was fascinated because people making humanoid versions of like objects and robots and mechanical stuff and stuff. Yeah, I was fascinated, so I decided to draw my own character, Delta. Yeah. Aeromorphs are definitely the inspiration for our design. So yeah. Here's Cat Badger from Cat Badger Mighty Dog. I mean, I guess he wears clothes when he feels like it, honestly. Because he does work close to work, honestly, because he's a police officer. But in the animations I made of him, I haven't included him with no clothes. I think the animation I did made of Cat Badger, he was more cat-like compared to the Brother Paul drawing I have him here. Yeah. I think that's it. I caught these drawings pretty quickly because I didn't really have that much to say. Yeah, this is total 17 drawings, I think. Yeah, and I got through this a little bit because I didn't really have much to say. I do want to make more of these sketchbook tutorials. Maybe I'll start drawing more of my Sue Color sketchbook too to do more sketchbook tutorials of that book. Other than that, yeah, start rating. Other than that, this is part 9 of my Amazon sketchbook tutorial video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and that's it. Hello there, and this is part 10 of my Amazon sketchbook tour video. And when we last ended off, I ended off with Delta, the aeromorph airplane lady, and Cat Badger. The last 2 drawings, the last sketchbook tour. And I got new drawings for you guys. I got a total of 18 drawings since I wanted to make these sketchbook tours a lot longer. So let's start. Here's a harpy lady. She's probably a more human version of Angel, honestly, because she just the same hairstyles as Angel from the Angel the Falcon, Talon's wife from Bucket Force. That's what she looks like. Yeah, might as well be the human version of her, or at least more humanoid version, or at least the more mythical creature version of Angel. Yeah. Here's Chopper, the aeromorph Afro helicopter guy. I wanted to make a male counterpart to Delta, the Afro play lady. So I developed a helicopter version of her, at least the male counterpart of Delta. Yeah, I didn't even Chopper because Chopper helicopters and stuff. Maybe one day I'll make a story or animation. Oh man, I kind of already made animation on both these characters, but I want to make like a whole cartoon at least. Maybe like a pilot or something of the Aerowolf characters I have. Yeah, or maybe just make a short animation of them together. Yeah. You think I should make a pilot of these characters, or at least a comic? Leave it in the comments if you guys should make an animation or comic of these characters, because I do want to do more. I've been trying these characters a lot, and I want to make more content with these characters and stuff. Here's Fang, the dragon character. It's Fang the dragon. Kind of looks like a combination between the dinosaur kaiju and Ryan the dragon, that character I have as well. It's a combination of both of them. Cause I think he originally used to be like 4-legged. I think like Rex used to be. Rex the dragon character I have. He used to be 4-legged like him, but I made him more stand upright. I don't know why I keep changing the design of these characters a lot. Yeah, I don't know why I keep changing the designs, but I guess because I don't remember the previous character design, so I could keep going with new designs for them. Yeah. Here's Kaida, the dragoness from Plot is Dragon, who ended up becoming like Jake's girlfriend. Maybe I should put a sequel to that comic as well, because he's I think it's my most viewed comic on both DeviantArt and Newgrounds, honestly. People love that comic. Maybe I should make more in the future, or at least draft it out in my Super Sketchbook. Because a little update for you guys, I have been drafting out Falcon Force 4. I wanted to make a sequel to Falcon Force 3 called Falcon Force 4, and I was drafting it out in the Super Sketchbook. But I haven't really gotten back to like doing more with it these past couple weeks because I've been too busy focusing on Chronicles episode 11 instead. Yeah. Maybe I'll have that comic up by next year, or at least by December or Christmas time, since I have more free time. What time? Okay. Yeah. Here's Mush the mushroom from Cardi Bugs, trying to do his training. Yeah, he's trying to train as hard to become a fighter to help defend against the evil centipedes to freeze people. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of cool lore that I came up with for Karate Bugs. I didn't expect that. Karate Bugs was originally supposed to be just fighting the mushroom characters all alone, since they're the ones that poison Bree. And I was going to fish the arc that way, but I just keep coming up with more ideas for Karate Bugs and just this whole lore. I mean, I guess the whole saving Bree arc is done, and I'm currently in the Mush and the Pepperbowl saga on Karate Bugs. And it's kind of like a Dragon Ball Z, where Dragon Ball Z has different sagas. I currently have different sagas for Karate Bugs too. Yeah. Here's Luna, the vampire bat from Werewolf. It's a Luna, cute vampire bat lady. Yeah. She's waving hi to you guys. I did draw her original clothes again because I didn't know how to draw her dress like this. Because I'm drawing her with a dress lately. Most of the drawings I do for her now. But I put her pants back on her just because, yeah. Maybe in the future world comic I'll include her in her dress. At least. Someone I need her clothes up a bit. Yeah. Here's I guess it's a Diggy dinosaur, but nah, I'm not calling him that. I'm going to call him the horned kaiju dinosaur. That's what I'm going to call him from now on. Yeah, the horned kaiju. I have a lot of kaiju characters, a lot of dinosaur characters too, because I love dinosaurs in general. Dinosaurs have to be the coolest animals ever, honestly. Especially with how large they get. They're pretty much kaijus in real life, honestly. I guess he's Godzilla counts as a dinosaur because he's mutated, and I guess he's like a prehistoric dinosaur or lizard that got mutated by the nuclear bombs and didn't become a dinosaur. No, I'm not sure. He was probably a normal lizard, honestly, before he got mutated. But other than that, dinosaurs are pretty much the closest thing to kaijus in real life, honestly. At least millions of years ago. Here's Delta, the Aeromorph Afro Play Lady character. Yeah. She's like cheering on someone like in this photo. Kind of like a cheerleader stance. It's a cute stance for her. Yeah. Maybe I'll make an animation of both Delta and Chopper one of these days. At least it's like a cartoon animation at least. So I don't want to make too much series at the moment because I want to focus more on Karate Bugs as my main series. I don't want to make any more other series in general. Maybe when I fish Karate Bugs, when I fish Karate Bugs, I can, or at least if I get burned out of Karate Bugs making those episodes, I can just make another series built to the Afro Play Lady and Chopper. Yeah. But as of now, I'm too busy on the Karate Bugs train right now. Just making Karate Bugs episodes. Here's Betsy, the cow lady character. And I drew her skinnier than usual because she's more chunky since she's a cow and stuff. But other than that, she's a cute cow lady character. Kind of like a Minotaur cow lady character. It's called Minotaurus? Maybe I just made that up. I'm not sure. I just know she's a cow lady. She's like the female counterpart to Minotaurs. Here's Lecha, the dragon character I made. I made 3 drawings of him. Him using electric powers. Him his entire body. And him like his face and stuff. Yeah, Lecha. He's electric powers too. And that dragon character that I made. I can pretty much name all my dragon characters honestly because to make them more memorable so I don't forget them. As I was explaining as I was explaining during the Faking the Dragon drawing, I keep changing the designs of the characters and stuff. Maybe if I named them, I'll remember them more, honestly. It's pretty much what I did. Yeah. Here's a live drawing of a peregrine falcon. Peregrine falcons are the coolest birds ever. They're pretty much the fastest animals on the planet, honestly. They're pretty much faster than cheetahs, too. Yeah. When they do the stoop, the dive, the fucking dive bomb, pretty much reach out over, like, I think 200 miles per hour, I think, at least more than that. It's like really fast. We're catching other birds up in mid flight, too. It's very cool, honestly. Yeah. The fucking. Here is a. What's this? Hopper, yeah. Well, Chopper, and then I have Hopper. Hopper, the flying squirrel character from Bucket Force, who works for Talon, or at least works with Talon. Honestly, they're pretty much sky patrol officers that work in the sky and catch people going over the sky speed limit like a police officer. I didn't do Talon this time, but I did do like a light triangle of a fucking in general. Yeah. I did do an animation of Talon, the fucking thigh bob animation I did. Yeah. Maybe I should have just titled like the Talon the fucking cartoon, at least. Probably more memorable that way. Maybe I'll rename the video that way once I'm done with this video. I'll rename it to Talon the fucking cartoon. Instead of this the fucking dive bomb cartoon, honestly. Or I'll just call it a fucking force cartoon because it's technically fucking force. He's a mech, the robot mech character that I like to draw. I guess he's kind of like a dinosaur because he has like dinosaur legs. Yeah, I'm drawing too much kaiju characters that I end up morphing to my robot drawings. Yeah, because someone on Newgrounds did call this like a cute mech dinosaur character. I guess that's the point, honestly, because I love dinosaurs. I mean, that wasn't the purpose of this character design, but I just naturally designed like a dinosaur. Yeah. Here's Eagle Knight from, Eagle Knight. Yeah. So I did a cartoon pilot of this character. It's a superhero character that I did. Kind of like a half cyborg, half jet character. I mean, he's technically an aeromorph too, honestly, but he's more humanoid than the other characters. Yeah. I guess I designed him before I did Delta, the airplane lady. And I come up with my animation from my old channel, used to be before it got taken down. Yeah. And then I just kept the comic in my at first Eagle Knight was originally a comic that I did on my old sketchbooks, and then I turned it into an animation. Yeah. I could turn my other comics into animations as well, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I'd rather just do comics instead, and then just do Cardboard as an anime series in the meantime. Yeah. Here's James, the bat from Fucking Force as well. But he's also a Sky Patrol officer like Talon and Hopper as well. Yeah. James the bat. He's kind of like a flying fox character, honestly, because he has a long nose like a flying fox. Yeah. Here is Zilladon, my kaiju dinosaur character, which was inspired by Godzilla. But I guess he's more like, I guess he's more chibi like than Godzilla is. Kind of like a chibi art design. I didn't want to make more kaiju art, but that is true Godzilla. Didn't come up with a character for him. Yeah. Probably like fires lasers like Godzilla as well. Yeah, when he's like his spines will light up as he shoots the laser. Firing laser. You know, the old meme. Here's Kenju from Werewolf. He's the werewolf. Yeah, he pretty much became a cyborg at the end of the last comic con. Well, at least after the end of Werewolf 2, he became a cyborg, and then he started fighting in Werewolf 4. Yeah. Maybe I'll make more World comics in the future. I don't know if Funko Force 4. Maybe I'll do another World comic. And hopefully get that out soon too. Maybe by next year at least, because I'm too busy working on Funko Force 4. And here's the Pegasus character, the evil Pegasus character, who works for Dracula. Yeah, because Dracula has an army of powerful, beautiful creatures that works for him. Yeah, trying to build an army of unstoppable, beautiful creatures in general, like orcs, minotaurs, centaurs, Pegasus, unicorns, all those characters. Yeah, and Dracula killed Kendra's wife, so Kendra signed a secret vengeance for his wife. Yeah, World 3. And that's been part 10 of I'm almost finished with the sketchbook because I only have a few pages left. So maybe I should maybe by next week I'll be finished with the sketchbook because I've been just doodling a lot lately. And I've been doodling as I was working on quite a bit episode 11 as well. I've been just drawing every single day, so that's how I was able to finish the sketchbook so quickly. So hopefully, I'm almost at 400 subscribers, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And that's it. Hello, everyone, and this is my, I could say, unboxing of my new sketchbook. I'm probably gonna label this video unboxing because this time this sketchbook came in a box this time instead of like an actual package like it usually does for most other sketchbooks. And this is a different sketchbook because I guess it's more like an Amazon Basic sketchbook. That's what it's called. I'll probably, if I'm doing a sketchbook tour of this sketchbook, it's probably going to be my Amazon sketchbook tour. It's probably going to be called it. And the reason why I ordered this sketchbook is because it currently my Arctica sketchbook right here is almost finished. Let me see. I think I only have these brown pages left, and I can't use normal sketches with this kind of paper and stuff. Hopefully I'll get the sketchbook done soon because there's a lot of pages left, most of the brown pages and stuff. And to lead off a little note, these smaller sketchbooks like these are basically for doodling most of the time. I know you guys have been some of you guys have been asking me to add more sketches to the page and stuff, but these are just basic doodles that I usually do in smaller sketchbooks. I usually do more of the work on the bigger sketchbooks, like the Sue Color sketchbook that I do more sketches on because the pages are bigger. Yeah, especially with my style of art and stuff, I do like large characters, especially since I do like a lot of dinosaur art and a lot of dinosaur drawings. Yeah, I can take up a whole page sometimes. But if I decide to do more sketches on these type of sketchbooks and stuff, I'm probably just gonna do more character sketchbooks, character pages and stuff. Like I'll dedicate a page to like a certain character. Let's just say Abby from Karate Books, or I decided to draw her. I might like draw her water once on one page. Yeah. But if it's like a dinosaur or animal drawing, you might take up the whole page sometimes. So yeah, that's different. So let's pack a pack now. I'm not rambling on. So use my screwdriver to pick it a little bit. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of noise. If somebody doesn't knock down my phone in the middle of recording. Yep, Amazon Basic sketchbook. Let's take it out. Wow, it's actually larger than I thought it would be. I mean, it's the same size as my Fixbit sketchbook. It's actually kind of bigger than my Peanut sketchbook. Let me see. Let's see what size of these are. Yeah, the Peanut sketchbook's a little taller, but you know, it's the same size usually. Let's tell the let's see. Take out the pages a little bit with my screwdriver. Yep. In terms of the book itself, it's pretty bulky. I wanted a bunch of sheets because it's bigger sketchbooks and stuff, and that means more content just in case I decided to draw 25 characters and stuff or pages. The paper itself, it's just like my fixed with sketchbook in terms of the sketchbook and stuff. And this time, this whole sketchbook is usually just all whites, which I prefer over some of the paper in my previous sketchbook. I could do off a little doodle. Let's see. What can I draw? I could draw a character. Yeah, let's see. I could draw Kirby, the monster character. That monster character I usually draw. Maybe I'll lead off for another video. I'll draw Kirby. That's the character that you guys know about. I'm thinking. I could draw Merlin, the fairy dragon, or Fang. Fang the. Let's just draw the fairy dragon. Merlin. In terms of the paper itself, it's pretty good. No, his legs are too big. I had to finish this video when I was drawing somehow. Just how it goes. Merlin is definitely more dinosaur-like than dragon. I usually draw him a lot. Same way, waving hi to you guys. I think I got a comment saying that I had to slow down the drawings a little bit. It's because I'm drawing too fast. I'll slow it down for you guys. The wings look weird. It looks. I'll draw it again. I gotta erase a little bit of the hand a little bit. Draw the hand again. That's better. Just draw a little slowly. Yep, that's Merlin the dragon. Judge how the sketchbook feels is pretty much just the fix for sketchbook again, which I prefer. Yeah, it's called the Amazon Basic Sketchbook. The next time I'll probably instead of 15 drawings, it's gonna be 25 drawings. Since this is it's a larger sketchbook than the Prina one. Because the Prina one was only 50 pages, so I lowered it to 15 drawings per sketchbook tour. But this next time I'm going to have 25 drawings next time per sketchbook tour. Yeah. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and that's it.